Hello, welcome back once again mga KUGMO, and welcome back to Brain Blitz TV and live na live here at Brain Blitz TV Learning Hub. And today we will be talking about a very special topic. We will be focusing more on the tips and strategies in taking any examinations, and that of course I've been using this one in the past years that I've been in the teaching profession. At the same time, I've been using this one and also teaching my students especially on this specific strategies. And before we begin our discussion, of course, pa-shout out naman doon sa avid subscribers natin, especially to Mr. Junel Raot, registered nurse, and at the same time to Mr. Sean Michaels Makalagi, registered nurse also. So thank you so much for continuing your subscription in this channel, and of course we hope that there will be more registered nurses who will actually come up and subscribe and of course be notified with this specific channel. Okay, so but before we begin our topic about those strategies and tips that I will be giving you, especially in taking an examination, let's have our introduction first of this channel. Bye bye. Once again, welcome back mga KUGMO or mga subscribers natin dito sa Brain Blitz TV. And of course, we are actually here live na live at the Brain Blitz Learning Hub. And as I promised a while ago, I actually told you that I will be sharing with you the techniques and tips that I've been using in the past years that I've been in the teaching profession. So of course it will be very important for me to share also this one, especially for those who will be taking the board examination this coming November 16 and 17, and for those who will be having any examinations in the future. Okay, so we'll have to remember only 5 letters or 5 specific letters in this specific episode. Okay, so that we'll have to remember letter F, O, C, U, and S. Okay, so that's gonna be read as focus. Okay, let's begin with letter F. Okay, so when you are actually taking an examination, it will be very important for us to have this letter F. And that letter F is gonna be standing as feel confident in taking the examination. So as much as possible, it will be very important for us to make sure that we are confident enough in taking the board examination, especially or in any examination that we will be having in the future. We have to be confident that we can do and will have a passing mark in taking the examination, because of course believing in yourself is one way of telling it's actually one way of making us feel that we are confident enough in taking that examination. Okay, so first letter F stands for feel confident in taking the examination. O, of course, letter O stands for omit doubts in taking the examination. Omit doubts that you can pass the examination. Okay, so as much as possible, it will be very important for us to remember that when you are taking an examination, you have to be confident. You have to make sure that you don't have any doubt in passing the examination. So of course, if you don't have any doubt also in taking the examination, it will be very important for you, because that will actually increase your self-esteem. That will boost your self-esteem, especially in taking that examination. So it will be very important for you to please don't possess any doubt, or don't have any doubts of your capacity in taking the examination, because if you have these doubts, that will actually affect the way you perform in the examination. Okay, again, letter F stands for feel confident in taking the examination. Letter O stands for omit doubts in your capacity in taking the examination. Okay, so letter C now. Let's have now the third one. Letter C stands for concentrate in studying and concentrate in the examination. So it will be very important for us to remember that when we are actually studying, we are actually concentrating on the most common topics that will usually come out in the examination. Of course, the same as what I did before when I was a student, I've been using this what you call Pareto principle, especially in my studies. So this is Pareto principle. I would like to focus more on the 20% of the topics that has been discussed, and of course that 20% will have 80% probability, or it will have an 80% outcome. So in short, it will have greater chances of coming out in the examination. So rather than focus more on the 80% of the topics that are being discussed, but of course it's just 20% will actually come out in the examination. So just remember, Pareto principle, focus more on the 20% of the topics that is being discussed, or that is actually the most common topics in the examination. So just remember that concentrate in the examination, in the preparation, and at the same time in the actual board examination or the actual examinations that you will be facing in the future. Okay, so the fourth one is, of course, we're done with letter F, feel confident in taking the examination. And of course, letter O, omit doubts in your capacity in passing the examination. Letter C is concentrate in taking the examinations. And of course, letter U is gonna be use your common sense. Okay, so it will be very important that when you are actually answering any questions or answering examinations, it will also be very important for us to have this common sense with us. That's gonna be our sixth sense. So there are questions in an examinations that will only require us to have common sense answers. So therefore, it will be very important for us to use our common sense. And sometimes our educated guess or our wild guess is gonna be the correct answer. So better, it will be very important for us to remember that we have to believe in our educated guess. We have to believe in our capacity to guess. Okay? So again, letter F is feel confident in taking the examination. Letter O, omit doubts in your capacity in passing the board examinations or any examinations. Letter C, concentrate. Letter U, use your common sense. Okay, so these four letters are very important. This usually covers your 99% of the preparation. But of course, the last letter is going to be very important also, because without this last letter, even if this is going to be 1% of your preparation, but without this, of course, your 99% will actually fail. Okay, so this last letter or letter S is going to be your seek for divine intervention. Okay, so letter S stands for seek for divine intervention. So it will be very important for us to remember that when you are taking the examination, it will also be very important for us to have this divine intervention that we will actually pass the examination. It will be very important for us to have this gift from God, especially on the gift of wisdom, the gift of knowledge, that we'll be able to understand things better, especially when we are taking the examination. So it will be very important for us to have this letter S, because without this letter S, of course, the 99% will fail, because we believe that God is the most powerful and the most knowledgeable individual in the world. So therefore, He is the most omnipotent, and of course, the most omniscient individual in the world. So therefore, we believe in His power of giving us what we deserve. Okay, because without Him, we are nothing, but with Him, we are something. Okay, so it will be very important for us to remember that we have 5 letters to remember and tips to remember in taking the examination. So number 1 is feel confident in taking the board examination. Feel confident that you will pass in the examination. Letter O is omit the doubts in your capacity in passing the board examination. Okay, and of course letter C is concentrate on the most common questions or concentrate on the topics in the examination. And of course letter U is use your common sense. So it will be very important for us to use our common sense. And of course, lastly, of course, you have to seek divine intervention. So therefore, focus. And I believe that of course you will pass the board examination, and I believe that God will give you what you deserve. Okay? So just remember, focus. Feel confident, omit doubts, concentrate, use your common sense, and seek divine intervention. Okay? So thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope that I'm going to see you again in our next episode, especially in this channel, and of course this Brain Blitz TV. And of course, please don't forget to subscribe this channel, and at the same time click the notification button, especially for you to be notified in my succeeding posts or in my succeeding videos that will be posted in this channel. Okay, so once again, thank you so much for having time, and of course this is just very short because this is the thing that I'm actually been using, that I've been using in the past years when I was still a student, when I am still studying nursing at the same time, of course this time. Okay, that's how I'm actually focusing more on the preparation of my examinations. Okay, so thank you so much once again. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button on the channel for you to be notified in the succeeding videos. And also, please don't forget to have a copy of the merchandise that I have been having in this channel. It can be personalized, and of course, it will actually depend on your design or on your profession. So don't forget to make sure that you have a copy of that specific merchandise that I will post in this channel. Of course, if you have some tips also to share, please don't forget to comment it down at the bottom of this video for us to discuss this one in our next episode. Okay, so don't forget also to please subscribe and of course click the notification bell. Bye bye for now. See you again in my next episode. Bye.